Hello everyone, this is Katerina speaking, and I'll bring you the New Year's report for 2022 together with this weekend's new moon in Capricorn. And I'm really excited. When I tuned in, my guides were showering me with information all over Christmas, for the new year, for new courses, events and ideas. And that really is the theme of 2022. We now have Jupiter in Pisces, and that means the planet of expansion, creativity, new projects is in dreamy Pisces, and that means we get a lot of inspiration from our higher guides coming in, and we have the sun and the moon in Capricorn on the weekend or during the weekend and a new moon. And with that, my guides explained Capricorn is really down to earth. It's action based, it's workaholic. So whatever amazing ideas you're gonna receive from your guides, from your team, from your soul level, you also have the energy and the know-how to put it into action, to make it a reality. At the same time, we have Venus in retrograde, and that means we go over relationships, and we have that theme for quite a while now, where we feel like, oh my God, we go through so many inner changes, and that is reflecting in our relationships, and that continues as a theme throughout January. And 2022 is really all about relationships. So if you have 2 is the number for relationships in numerology, and 22 is also a code for twin flames, as well as we have 3 2s in 2022. And that means it's an extreme focus. And 6, when you put them together, is also the Lover's card in the Tarot. So this year we will really learn to build relationships from a new template, from 5D. And being showered with the Christ light will also continue throughout the year. So we are supported in opening our hearts, opening to higher dimensional forms of love, and seeing the light within one another, being more compassionate, forgiving, kind, caring. At the same time, clear boundaries, because that is with the change that we are experiencing within and without, we also come into that place of sovereignty where we feel like this is okay for me and that is not okay for me. And we learn to communicate that from a place of love throughout the year. And my guide said, as an overall energy, with the new moon, it's always a time for new beginnings, for goal setting. I said, Katerina, be really specific about explaining in 5D and beyond, you don't set goals in the same way. Goals are more related to 3D and 4D from personality. I want to achieve, I want to do X, Y, Z. And 5D and beyond is really the energy of co-creation. You are in your creator energy. You don't really work upon the basis of law of attraction. You become a magnetic being yourself. And from that place in sovereignty, you align with your deepest level of your soul and feel like, wow, what am I here for on earth, and what I'm wanting to create with the higher dimensions, with people that are aligned with me. And with this relationship topic, we also draw in more and more our soul family from that golden web of Christ consciousness, hearts, beings connected with that. We draw in people that are aligned with new projects. And in February, for the activation, my guides have given me a whole download all about relationships in 5D. How do we navigate it? And how is that shifting how we relate to one another? Because in 3D and 4D, we really hook in. It's survival. You know, we really draw in, oh, I need you, I need you. Or somebody owes me a favor. In 5D, there's flow. Right now I have a project, these people align, it's fantastic. And then another project comes and other people come and align. So we don't necessarily build relationships on, it's more need and alignment in the moment rather than this has to be long-term. I invest a lot in order to get a long-term gain. And in January for the activation, I'm really, really excited. As you can see, I'm smiling. It's all about manifesting in this 5D reality, where you learn tools and tips. How do you manifest in this changing reality from a much deeper place, from a much clearer alignment? And my guides also prompted me, I'm meant to create bonus material for everyone who's attending in January, where you have access immediately to your deepest soul levels with light codes that support you in more soul-aligned instant manifestation, they're saying right now. So I need to write this down later so I can explain that a bit more. And it is really, my guide's given me a picture that if you have a garden, you know, normally you plant all the plants in the ground. And they said 2022 and going forward, it's more where you plant everything in pots, because you can shift them around. All of a sudden you feel like, oh my God, I have so many new people. I need to have space for having garden parties. Or you feel like suddenly there's a new spot in the sun. I need to work differently, or I align with different beings in other dimensions. The garden needs to reflect that. And they're saying as well that aligns with contracts as well, agreements. Keep things flexible, keep your options open. And that's for all of us, because collectively as well as personally, we go through absolute deep, rapid transformation. We have vast amounts of people now suddenly awakening. Their life and reality is changing like instantaneous, if you like. And we are riding that higher wave. And my guides were also very, very clear in however you address life, focus on your creator energy. Don't get pulled into any of the drama on the outside world. And they're really, really specific. And it's like, you are the creator of your reality. You are in your I am presence. You're aligned with your higher self. And from that place, you can override most of the things in the outer reality. And all of us together, when we focus on the outcomes we wish to see in the world, when we focus on peace, love, creative solutions to whatever we are facing, then we are putting that signal out in a much stronger way, rather than aligning what the outside world is doing. That is still 3D, 4D. I have to align with what's happening. It's like you race beyond it, you create your own reality, and then the outer will need to adjust to it. It's a very, very different skill set. And I will explain that far more in depth in the January activation on the 21st of January. And I said, why that date? And there's a strong full moon close to it, as well as they said the light codes that we've received now from October till the winter solstice Christmas, they said it's a 3 weeks period in January where they really deeply integrate, and from that basis we can then work and activate far higher energy. So I'm really excited about that. And I will teach how to align with your soul level, how to create from that higher place, and how to quickly get into that zone. Because, I mean, we are all in the same reality in the outside world. We are all faced with challenges in our unique way based upon our individual circumstances. And there are ways how to quickly override it and return to your own manifestation skills, short and long term. And I'm really, really curious what the light codes are going to be for this. Oh yeah, and really important point, oh my God. I just glanced at my notes, and my guide said it's really, really good. So say you override that dimension where there's a lot of chaos, there is a lot of disintegration happening, disassembling, and I don't even focus upon it. I don't even actually know the details of any of it, because I'm not only what immediately impacts me, I will be aware as and when I need it, and any of the restrictions and whatever are more short-term anyway. And my guide said, for those of you flying between Europe and America, there's a jet stream. So once an airplane hits that jet stream, which is far high up and it's a wind, it's a current, and if the airplane hits it, it goes quicker, it saves fuel, and if it's in the other direction, it has the opposite effect. So my guide said, in order to understand the Ascension Highway, they said explain it like the jet stream in the right direction. So it means when you reach that frequency, that golden web of life where all creator beings that are aligned, and that's us here on earth, that is all the dimensions, our guides, the Christ consciousness, beings that are aligned with the ascension process, Archangel Michael, Ashtar Command, Lord Melchizedek, Isis, Thoth, there are souls, or definitely Christ consciousness, so that means all the Essene, the Magdalens, the twin flame energies are all expanding, and in that jet stream you merge with those higher dimensions, and you are in a current that takes you far quicker to your destination. You are more magnetic, and you can manifest what you wish to create far, far more effectively. And they said, if you have that in mind, it's like, how do I align myself with that Ascension Highway? And you can simply place your hand over your heart and it's like, beloved beings of the highest and purest light, I'm here to serve the highest and greatest good, and may I now align with the Ascension Highway, the current of love, light and bliss, so I can serve and manifest whatever is in your heart. And with that, you will achieve so much more, and that whole goal setting is also based upon a very linear timeline, you know. But now when you advance very quickly, then certain things, if you set your goals very tight, you've outgrown them probably in 3 months, yet you've set really strong intention that keeps you then stuck at a reality that you've already outgrown. So my guides were really stretching the point, as a creator, keep it fluid. So and they also said, Karina, don't tune into very specific events, what's going to happen in 2022. They're like, it's aligned with the Ascension timeline, the Ascension Highway, that jet stream, moment to moment, and you will be guided to what is important for you at that time, because that always overrides everything. And then what lower dimensions are having as big events may not even have an impact on you personally, because you're already in a different frequency range, and you create love, light, bliss, positivity, prosperity, abundance, joy, new friendships, alignments that then serve the others, that then also can join into the mix. So it's a different way, even for me, when I do readings and stuff, to see how can I keep it clear, precise, but the options open for that quick and rapid transmission and transformation we are going through. So I hope that was clear now. And now let's see what our guides have in store. And as per usual, if you wish to connect with other high vibe beings all over the universe, in the earth bodies like us, your galactics, you can put your hands over your heart, take a couple of deep breaths, and see this golden web of light with souls on a higher plane, ready to all join this Ascension Highway now. Miuea nanana masa ishki ki sasanana me ikakakaka shi sasa namaha shi sasa namaha miwa ki sasa namaha miwa ki sasa na maha miwa ki sasa namaha miwa ki sasa namaha. Shiwaya nama, Shiwaya nama, Hiwashki ki sasa, Ishki ki nana, Masaki nana, Hiya shashana, Si nana maha kasa, Si hana kakana masa. Oh, oh, oh. Hiwa Kiki Sisi Namaha. Hiwa Kiki Sasa Namaha. Miwe Shinanasasa. Miwe Shishinanasa Namaha. Kiwa Sasana Maha. Kiwa Sasana Maha. Mi Sasana Ma. Mi Sasana Maha. Iwayana. Iwayana. Hiashkaka Sasana Maha. Hiashkaka Sasana Maha. Miwa Sisina Maha. Miwa Sisina Namaha. Ia Kiki Sasana. Ia Kiki Sasana Maha. Miwa Shishi Nana Maha. Miwa Shishi Nana Sia Kiki Namaha. Sia Kiki Nana Maha. Miwa Nanasa. Miwa Nanasa. Isi si ki si nana maha. Isi si ki nana maha. Huayana ma. Huayana ma. Miwashkaka sisi ish kiki sisi nana maha. Miwashkaka nasa miwashk kiki sisi nana maha. Miwashkiki sisi nana maha. Ishkaka sisi namaha. Hua nana masa. Hua nana masa. Iwa kakana masa. Iwa kakana masa. Huanana masa, huanana masa, ni kiki shishi ishkaka sanama, he kiki ishkiki sasanamaha, aka, 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 aka. Blessed it be, so mote it be, and so it is. That was really intense. I'm lost for words because there were so many things. We had an activation of our heart chakra from Yeshua. Mary Magdalene was supporting him. There's a twin flame alignment. There is the bonding between souls. There is a relationship code, a new way of how to relate to one another on Earth from the Galactics, from our higher dimensional aspects. We got blessings from the magical realm. We had Galactics popping in saying, you know, Katerina, don't forget to explain that we are now at a time where if you want to connect with your guides on a higher level, they are ready to step forward in a big way. So it's also, they're saying the relationships with other dimensions will be strengthened. That means your multidimensionality is increasing. You learn how to navigate and traverse time, space, and dimensions more. And it's a year of breakthrough alignment and your manifestation creator skills. And I can't wait to share all of this with you on the 21st of January, 6 p.m. UK time. Further details on my website or in the links below. And I wish you a most wonderful, happy new year, bright blessings. And I'm so grateful to connect with you. All the very best. Namaste.